All right, y'all. What's up, bro? We already 1 week into the NBA, and there's been a lot of stuff going on. Like a lot of stuff. Ain't gonna lie, this 2025-2026 season, like, it's looking spicy. It's a lot of stuff that's like I was swung out of left field from, and also it's a lot of stuff that I'm like, hey, this was bound to happen at some point. So I ain't gonna lie, I was like, look, I didn't want to do no super early reactions because those can be like crazy. So I just wanted to do like a little reactions and like where do I place every team at right now in the NBA. So I got my Tim Maker pulled up. And we finna run this like we finna see how everybody plays, how I feel on them, and how I see them in the full 82. But right now we got everybody got like 5 games under their belt. I think most teams got like 4 games under their belt for the most part. And then otherwise than that, hey. But yeah, let me go ahead and get started into this. First team we got on the board is the Atlanta Hawks. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have not watched one Atlanta Hawks game. I haven't watched one Atlanta Hawks game. So I don't know really where to rank them. I really don't know. But I've heard a couple good things. Not really about them. I'm not even going, you feel me, sit here and just talk to the camera. So I'm gonna put them at a C tier. I think they like, I think they two? I think they won 2 games. And they lost the other two. So yeah, we're gonna just keep right there. Um for Boston we got up next. Bro, I don't think Boston is just that trash. I know like I don't think JT is gonna come back and just, take them out the water. But I just can't see them. Like I know they're not doing well. Like they struggling. They lost a lot of their identity over this past year. And I just can't sit here and put them at C tier. I'm still gonna put them at B tier. I'm not just gonna say a championship team from a year ago can't compete. I just don't think that that's just gonna happen. Like, um, I don't believe that they just incompetent. I think they got a good enough squad to be a B tier team. They're not doing as good. Like right now, we looking at it right now. If the season ended right now in 5 games, they of course they'd be lower. But I have faith in them in the full 82. The Brooklyn Nets. All right, if anybody knows, like, come on now, it's the Brooklyn Nets. Like, if you're sitting here and saying, "Oh man, what's a Brooklyn Nets game?" You're either from over there in Brooklyn or you just got time on your hands because nobody finna sit there and watch a Brooklyn Nets game. Respectfully, Charlotte Hornets. I have seen nothing from the Charlotte Hornets, but I do know that they have Brandon Miller. I believe is LaMelo healthy? I don't know what's his status, but I think he's healthy. Uh, I think he healthy. I'm gonna look at that, but yeah, I think he healthy. So I think they can do something. Like they're not gonna be nobody great. I don't think they're gonna be no contenders or nothing. But I don't think they know F tier either. So that's what I see with them. Now my Chicago Bulls, they looking spicy right now. They looking good. They playing some good basketball. I ain't gonna lie. They moving it and they giving some bump. I ain't gonna lie. They I don't know what's going on, but like this is one of the things that kind of threw me out of left field because like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a Bulls fan like for the most part, like it's my hometown team, but I wasn't rooting for them, but they looking good. They looking good. We just gonna be a little biased and go put them in B above Boston, but everybody like eventually down the season, I think they might at most, like they probably be a 6 seed. All the way at the end of the year, they'll probably be the 6 seed. Like that's maybe like if they keep playing like this, like and everybody, mold into who they supposed to be on this team, they could end up being a 6 seed. I don't think they'd be anything. All right, 6 or 5 seed at most, and that's being super optimistic. But yeah, Cleveland. Cleveland. I still think Cleveland are contenders. I definitely think they're an A tier team. I don't think that they are also one of those teams where they've been given bump for the past 2 years since that team really been molded together. Um, and I think at the end of this season they're still gonna be um either the 2 through 4 seed in the East for sure. Like they're gonna give bump. They're contenders. I don't think they're like S tier is like reserved from my championship teams. Like I just see like they're automatically chip teams. But yeah, I see what Garland coming back. Mobley's still here. D Mitch is still there. What's the dude name? I know they just got Lonzo. They traded other dude for Lonzo. It's just been other couple things that they got. But I think they're gonna be, contenders no matter what. Let's go on and see Mavs. Mavs. I want them to be so good. I want them to be good, but they're struggling right now at the beginning of the season. But I want them to be good. They got a high ceiling. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm for them at B, but I don't know what Kyrie injury status. I don't know what his timeline is. Oh, because I know he got injured. Did he get injured before the postseason last year? I cannot remember. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I want this team to be good, and I'm gonna let time cook, and I'm gonna say they're gonna be. I'm gonna put them at top of C. No, they still have Anthony Davis, and they got a lot of you know they got a lot of vets on the team. Not no dog vets that's gonna run the personality and the atmosphere of the team, but they got vets in like D'Lo and Clay. Anthony Davis is getting up there. Like, well, of course he's a vet now. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but yeah, I don't know. I definitely see it like this. I for sure see it like that. Yeah. I see them in the end of the year. They being like sevens. Nah, I can't. Nah. Because I'm really scared with them. I'm really scared with them. I have high expectations, but I'm gonna put them at C right now. It's a lot riding on that. Especially with Anthony Davis staying healthy, and like the team around Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag, if Kyrie comes back, them being consistent enough to run that team towards like a actual playoff run. So yeah, Denver, Denver still has the best player in the world, and they're playing good. I would say 18-year team. I would have put them at B. I think I feel like at the start of the season, I would have put them at B, but they're playing okay. Like I ain't gonna lie, they're playing good. They've played against some teams that just got bumped. Like the start of their season, just been strong competitors. I feel. Let me just double check. Who did they play these first couple? Denver. Uh, yeah. Oh, they lost against the Warriors the first game, right? Yeah, they lost against the Warriors, Suns, Timberwolves, and tomorrow they play Pelicans. So that's gonna be another W. So yeah, I think Denver is gonna be this is gonna be another successful year for Denver. They never really placed too low, in the by the time the end of the season comes. So I believe in them. Look, I love Jokic. So I see potential in them, going far, or having a decent little run this year. The Pistons. I love this young core, but it's something they're missing. It is something they're missing. Let me like I want to look at this. Yeah, they won against Celtics. They won against the Rockets. They lost against the Bulls and they lost against the Cavaliers. It's like they're so hit or miss, but I like them. I like them though. I really do like them. Pistons look good. I like their team. They still have Jalen Duren. They still have Kay Cunningham. They still have Asar. I can't remember the other names. I forgot the dude, the head coach. The head coach is really good too. So like they got some people that's there on that team that got bumped. Like they can really upset somebody at the end of the season and either pop somebody out the first round, or I really do believe in them. So I'm gonna put them at like high B tier. I'm gonna put them right before. I'm gonna put them right here. I'm gonna put them right here. I think that's a great ranker for them actually. Golden State looks good. I don't know what snapped into Curry and what making this offense look better than what it was last year. Because I don't think they made any big trades except Al Horford this year. So I'm confused what clicked into them. I'm pretty sure it's just the chemistry, like people just starting to get adjusted there, and the game plan has been accommodated to fit said players and Jimmy Butler. So yeah, they're looking good. I don't think they're just like I'm gonna put them here. I'm gonna put them here. I'm gonna put them here because they're definitely better than the Bulls. If the Bulls and the Warriors did a 7 game, I definitely take Warriors as favorites. If that was possible. That's just all I'm saying. Rockets. I love this Rockets team. KD is my goat. I love KD. And I love this team around him. Well, now I really don't. I thought they was gonna have Fred VanVleet running PG. I don't like the thought of who's running. I think it's Amin Thompson. Yeah, it's not Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith is the two guard right there, but I can't remember yet. I want them to be good, and I know they've been. I think they just gotta get adjusted. So I'm gonna put them above. I'm gonna put them above Chicago. I think they're better than Chicago. I really do think they're better than Chicago right now, and I think they just gotta get adjusted. It just takes time. Pacers. Pacers. They just came out the postseason with a finals appearance, and they're missing their best player that took them there practically. Like you know, Pascal's still there. They still have. They don't have Miles Turner anymore. Actually, who is on that Pacers team? I know T.J. McConnell's still there. The dude that sauced up Shea, I forgot his name. He's still there. Dang, I can't remember who's on the Pacers, but I'm gonna I'm gonna put them at C. What's their ranking in the league right now? I ain't gonna lie, I haven't watched the Pacers game. All right. Yeah, they struggling. They struggling for real. They struggling for real. Yeah, definitely put them here. I didn't think they were struggling that bad without Tyrese, but I guess I know they was like the number two offense last year, and that was basically all primed around Tyrese Halliburton, and now they are non-existent. Great. Great. Clippers, they still have pretty much the same squad that they've been running with for the past 2 years. So they have Norman Powell, they have James Harden, they got Kawhi, and they have Zubac. And I forgot their who's their four. Who is their four? I cannot remember who's their four. But yeah, I haven't watched Clippers games either. I ain't gonna lie, I've been busy, work and school, but I still have my opinions. I've been looking at the highlights. I've been seeing people drop stuff. So West, LA Clippers is the 60 and 2-2. Who did they go against? Who did they go against? They lost against the Nuggets. W against Pacers. That's a given. Lost against the Lakers and W against the Trailblazers. I want to say should have been obvious, but Trailblazers have been given bump. Trailblazers. Oh, I'm looking at Timberwolves. Oh my god, I'm looking at Timberwolves. Where's Clippers, bro? I'm like, huh? All right. Trailblazers. They gave you feel me. Like Trailblazers been giving bump. Like ain't gonna lie, Trailblazers. They look sustainable for some reason. They won against the Suns. Suns look awful. They lost against the Jazz. Interesting. They lost against the Jazz. They lost against the Warriors. So I don't know. Yeah, I put them like here. Like I don't know how sustainable I see James Harden and a Kawhi led team. Norman Powell is still like he's a dog. Like he's still like, making stuff happen on that team. But I don't see how sustainable this looks for the entire season. And I don't think that they'll be back here with B. I don't think they're B tier team. Not right now. Not right now, at least. I do not see that. All right. Lakers. The if you watch the Lakers or like the Lakers, it's been rough this week. Luca's out with forgot what he's out, but he's out for a week. LeBron's still not gonna come back. Yes, we're still depending on the 40-year-old man, soon 41-year-old. And then we got AR taking the helm and dropping 50 near triple doubles and then 40 points just to lose. And it still shows a signs of struggle. I ain't gonna lie, the game right before Luca got out, I told my homie, I said, this just looks like Luca on the Mavs. I don't know if that's a foul take, but I really see like, man, this just looked like Luca on the Mavs, man. Like the Lakers doesn't they don't look anything special without Luca or LeBron on the court. And, that's kind of sad to say, especially like, everybody want the Lakers. I'm sorry. If you like, the Lakers or LeBron or like basketball, I feel like and you young, like how I am, you want the Lakers to succeed or like, have that little pop off. And the Lakers just don't have that glow. And I'm gonna put them in the back of B. Put them in the back of B. Wait till Luca come back. Actually, I don't put them in the back of B. I put them here. I put them here. And my ranking is purely is all first reactions, but I'm thinking about in the long term of what these teams are gonna look like after the 82 is done. Um, so yeah, these are my rankings for right now. Um, I just wanted to show what I'm going based off of. Memphis. I haven't heard no crazy stuff. As Memphis is Ja playing? Is Ja Rant playing? Start injuries. Oh, he is playing. I haven't heard anything crazy for they won against the Pelicans, lost against Miami, won against Pacers, lost against Indiana. So I don't okay, like Moran's been like he's playing like he's here. He just yeah yeah. This must not be like a good start for Morant right now. Oh, mm, the last 10. Okay, Jesus, Jesus. I know it's only 3 games, but Jesus, he's averaging 22, 5-2. Well, 5-3. Yeah, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. JJJ is like we all love JJJ. Well, I at least I would want JJJ to be something special. He was the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. I want him to be something special. I want this Memphis team to be special. But right now they're not making the cut. But I will definitely place them here. I'll place them here because there's a lot of teams in the West that I do see, you know, doing a lot and coming far. So I'm gonna put them at like a C tier right now because I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Memphis, but I want them to change my opinion. I want them to make my words be wrong. So we see eventually. Miami been playing good. I ain't gonna lie, Miami been playing good. I watched one of their games. Miami been playing good. Um, like I like what I'm seeing in Miami. I'm hovering around this B tier. I think I think they always around like these teams are always around in the play-ins at the end of the year. So I feel like this is valid. This is valid. I'm still just I don't know how good JT will come back. Not everybody come back good like that. Like they can't be my goat. They can't be my goat. So like that's all I'm saying. I don't know how JT gonna come back, and that team is not playing good without him. So yeah, I think this is valid. Bucks. They just won against the Knicks tonight. I actually watched that game. They won against the Knicks tonight, and I ain't gonna lie, I was questionable on a lot of things going on. I don't know if Giannis is on a like minutes restriction or something like that, but it was a lot of times where I was looking like, why is Giannis not on the court? And they was making it work. They was making it work. Gary Trent Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, no, yeah, they was making it work. They was making it work. Doc Rivers, was making adjustments on that court, and the things. I don't know if it was just a good matchup for New York, but they was making things work. I ain't gonna lie, that's one thing I will say. So, and especially at the end of the year, they're gonna be better than Miami. I don't know if they're gonna be better than Lakers. This is interchangeable, I would say. Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been keeping up with Minnesota. I will say that I have not kept up with Minnesota. Let me see how Minnesota is doing. I know we just looked at them. Won against Trailblazers, lost against Lakers, won against Pacers, lost against Nuggets, and how are they playing recently? Offense, he's averaging 25, 5. Not a bad start. Yeah, okay. Like it's pretty much usual for Timberwolves. Like I don't see nothing out the wazoo with this. I think this looks average for the Timberwolves. Like there's none. I don't think Anthony Edwards is blowing up right now. So yeah, I like what I see with the Timberwolves. I expect more. Ain't gonna lie, I feel like they could be so much more, and the expectation is there. I feel like I don't want to put too much help in this Miami team, so I'm gonna put them here. I'm gonna put Minnesota here by the end of the year. Minnesota should be here. They always end off really well in the end of the season, so I'm gonna put Minnesota right there. That's what I see. Pelicans. I see no hope in the Pelicans right now. This might be an overreaction, but I see no hope in the Pelicans at all. They look lost. They look like they have no identity. They don't look like they you feel comfortable. Like when they hooping, it looks nasty. It looks nasty for the Pelicans, and everybody wants Zion to just blossom into this superstar that he was meant to be at this point. 6 years? No, 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 no. 4 years ago? I don't know why I said six. 4 years ago? Yeah, has it been that long? Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah, he's supposed to be that man. He's supposed to be that man on that court. But we not seeing it. We not seeing it with this team. Something has changed with the Pelicans, but they're definitely like burner games right now. I am not dying or hurrying up to sit in my seat to watch a Pelicans game right now. New York, I see New York giving bump. They have a couple kinks to work out. Um, I don't know. Like I was fully expecting. Hold on, that's not where I want to place them. But I was fully expecting them to win this Bucks game. I really did think they was gonna win that Bucks game. Um, they had a good lead during the middle of the game, and they had momentum, and they was looking good. The defensive rotations was there. Um, but it was a lot of mistakes. It was a lot of mistakes. It was I don't know. It was like a lot of laziness. Um, like it was like a point in time where I seen like four top of the key somebody hawked the lane and got a fast break off of a lazy New York pass. And I don't know. I don't know what that was. Like I was just sitting there watching it, but I swear it happened like 4 or 3 times. It's like that's interesting. But yeah, I do see them being really good. I think they're gonna end up placing high at the end of the year this year, and I place them right here with the Rockets. Just because they have a good squad. Like just because they have a good squad and they've been together for a couple years, I'm gonna give them the slight edge over the Rockets. All right, we already knew that was coming. OKC looks like the best team in the damn league right now. Excuse me. Yeah, they look too good. They look too good. Magic look lost. They will be the highest in this D tier team. I mean D tier, but they look lost. They look like they have no offensive identity at all. They struggle against defensive minded teams. Well, not defensive minded teams, my bad. Offensive minded teams that can just really shut them out when they have the defense and they have the bodies for it. Like all these games they can't keep up, I feel. Um Hawks, Bulls, 76ers, they won against the Heat and I wasn't expecting them to win against the Heat, but like it's the Heat, so um I don't know what that was about, but the Heat looking better now. Yeah, they're the top of the conference, so we'll see. Not conference, on top of the division. So yeah, 76ers. I have a lot of hope in 76ers, but I don't think this is sustainable. I really don't think this is sustainable. It's turned into a lot of B teams. Because I feel like it is a lot of B teams. Like I love VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, what they're doing over there. And they're making things work. No Embiid, Jared McCain is out for the entire season. They're making things work over there. And I feel like, they give a lot of bump. I don't think they'll win against I know this won't happen in the playoffs, but I'm just saying, like, if they was going to a 7 game series, they're not winning against the Minnesota. They're not winning against Minnesota Timberwolves, in my opinion. I don't think they have that much gas to work with. Um, do I want to drop? I don't see the Celtics ending out their season as no 7 seed. This is what I see. Our 7 seeders, our guaranteed 7 seeders, are guaranteed like playing contenders. I don't see that here. I don't see that here. I don't see that here. Um, if that's the case, I will put Pistons here just to eliminate a couple, one B team. But yeah, I don't see them at the end of the year being no playing spot. Like I don't that'd be too much of a fall from grace. I know they have some firepower in them. Suns they look they look iffy. They look iffy. Like Jalen Green's not being a mind. Like I don't know why they want to end up getting Jalen Green. Mind you, they just had Bradley Beal. I know he's a little bit older, but I can see the same type of two guard in Jalen Green. He's a lot more explosive, a lot more explosive. But I can see the same type of two guard that he's giving to the Suns that they just gave up for Bradley Beal. Then Bradley Beal just go out in a buyout. Is that he's not on the Suns no more, right? Um, yeah, yeah. Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks. Yeah. So, hold on. Yeah, I don't. And they pay him 33 million. What's his stats for this year? 21, 4, and 3. I just feel like he's gonna give the same type of, you feel me, the same type of two guard that Bradley Beal's giving, but he's just he's younger, he's more explosive, and he can develop into some. But I feel like that's the wrong path the Suns have went. Portland. Portland is definitely one of these teams that's going to be fighting for a playing spot this year. I think they're going to be good enough to make it to a playing spot and not be, working a lot. But they're gonna be working for a playing spot. I don't think they're gonna be above Grizzlies. They're gonna be probably right around here, eighth seed, ninth seed in the West. They're probably eighth seed in the West this year for sure. I see that. Sacramento, they look like they just look tired. Not even tired. They look like it's no effort. It's no hustle. In on that team. And it's a lot of like. It's a lot of times where I just see everybody like looking at each other like just throwing their hands up. Like I see DeRozan and Zach Levine just throwing their hands up, looking at each other. Or like Sabonis is right there looking at for the help defense off the baseline, and he's looking at like, oh, what happened? It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that I see, and I don't know why did they get Zach Levine when they just seen what we was just dealing with not even a year and a half ago. So why try to force it to work with Russell Westbrook? That's he's 35 now. Demonte Sabonis, he's getting up there. DeMar DeRozan and Zach Levine. So like, why at this point? Why? I gotta plug up my computer. But yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Spurs. All right, y'all. The juicy stuff. The juicy stuff because Spurs look amazing. Spurs look very fun to watch. They play good. Yeah, like Spurs just been ain't gonna lie. Like they mess around and be an A tier team. I don't want to put. I'm gonna put them like right here. I'm gonna put them right here. Ain't gonna lie. I'll put Knicks back there. I want to put a lot of hope into this Rockets team, but I don't think they're gonna just jump right into here. And Kings, Kings are going here. I like this Magic team. I do actually really like that Magic team, and I think they're gonna do something by the end of the year. I think they're just I think just been a rough start. I'm gonna just give it off as a rough start. Raptors. Sorry, I'm not watching a Raptors game. I would say D tier. Pacers. They just without Tyrese, I'm actually put them down at F. Um, and then Utah. I don't know what Utah looks like. Utah's 2-1. Utah is 2-1. Clippers, Kings, Suns. And then they play Trailblazers. I ain't gonna lie, they got a real light. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you averaging 35 game. You did get paid. You did get paid, sir. So okay. I'm gonna put them. I'll put them. Let's just to spice it up. I'll put them right around here. I'll put it right around here. Cause I don't think they. This is like their schedule looks very easy for the start of the year. So I'm not even gonna say that, and then we're gonna put them here. Like I think this is solid. I think this is solid 1 week into the NBA, 1 week into the 2025 and 2026 season. And this is my perspective, like how I see the league in the at the end of the year. So like this is an automatic championship contender. Like they look like the best team in the league again. And then these are my contenders that's gonna give bump. They're gonna give bump and they're gonna either make it to a conference final or yeah, they're gonna make it to the conference final, or they're gonna mess around and make finals appearance. And these are my B tier teams. My B tier teams are gonna make it high. These are my like um six through my 4 through 6 seeds, maybe 7 seeds. That's strong. These are like my eighth, ninth, and 10th seeds, all fighting for playing spots. And these are my teams that's just like D tier teams are like all right, like what y'all got to show us? Like y'all got a lot to work on and this season, or if finna rebuild, or y'all finna make some trades and just met, if you got blow up something, if you gotta, break it down and just say forget it, wait for another year. This is what I see. And then F tier teams is like, hey y'all, like y'all can go ahead and just get the number 1 through 5. Well, just go for the lottery. Go for the lottery at this point because yeah, I don't think much is gonna happen. But yeah, this is how the league is looking. Um, these past what? It's only been a week since the league started. I love the 2025 season right now. It's looking very promising. I'm seeing a lot of players develop. I'm seeing a lot of teams develop. But it's a lot more that I would like. Like I said, I love Kevin Durant, so I want this Houston team to be more. I want this Houston team to be more. It's a lot riding on Dallas because they have Cooper Flag. We already see what OKC and San Antonio, they look amazing. I did not expect the Golden State Warriors to be here. I did not expect the Golden State Warriors. And looking over here at the East, the 76ers are 4-0. And they played okay teams. Celtics, Magic, I will say is an okay team. I will say that. And then here and here. But they're all close. They're all close. And they're riding a lot on Tyrese Maxey and a rookie. So I'm not gonna overreact too hard. They're and all their games are just offensive slugfest, and I don't think somebody like a team that's gonna really put that lock on them is gonna be that Chicago Bulls. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. We 3-0. We playing good. Forget it. Like we playing good. I love it. But I'm also not gonna be delusional. That's it. That's it. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for this one weekend. And I'm gonna see what we got for the next coming up weeks, and I'll probably have my next little predictions or tier making probably when the I forgot what it's called, the NBA Cup come around. So we'll see you then. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.